A basketball legend who knew what it took to transform the game made the phone call that turned everything around. Nobody could have foreseen the scope of what was about to happen when Larry Bird contacted Caitlin Clark with news that would change her career forever. A moment that goes beyond sports marketing to become a statement about the future of women's basketball and the ability of great athletes to inspire the next generation has been generated by the meeting of Indiana basketball royalty and the WNBA's brightest new star. However, the significance of this possible collaboration goes far beyond monetary sums to reflect a shifting environment in which women's sports demand the recognition and financial support they have always merited. Corporate America's perception of women's athletic ability and business potential may change as a result of this relationship between two Indiana basketball icons. With his illustrious career at Indiana State University, his Hall of Fame playing career with the Boston Celtics, and his management positions with the Indiana Pacers, Larry Bird has a deeper tie to Indiana basketball than most sports associations. Being one of the greatest basketball players of all time gives him a special voice in conversations about the future of the game and the nurturing of emerging talent. During his playing career, Bird won 3 NBA titles, was named MVP 3 times in a row from 1984 to 1986, and was regarded as one of the best shooters and competitors in basketball history. His rivalry with Magic Johnson created models for how elite athletes may become cultural celebrities outside of their sport and contributed to the NBA's rise in popularity during the 1980s. After his playing career ended, Bird moved into executive and coaching positions. He was the Indiana Pacers head coach from 1997 to 2000 and then the team's president of basketball operations. His ongoing participation in Indiana basketball shows how dedicated he is to advancing the sport in his native state. Beyond their common roots in Indiana, Bird and Clark are connected by their comparable playing philosophies, fierce competition, and capacity to thrill basketball fans. Both players have proven to have outstanding shooting skills, court awareness, and the kind of basketball IQ that contributes to team success. There are concerns about how Bird's legendary stature and business sense would affect important sponsorship choices, as well as if his participation could improve the visibility and financial prospects of top women's basketball players. In addition to agreements with businesses like Gatorade, Wilson, and HY, Caitlin Clark currently has endorsement relationships with Nike, which she inked prior to joining the WNBA. Significant financial conditions, performance bonuses, and chances for signature shoes are reportedly included in the Nike contract she signed in April 2024. Although industry analysts believe that top-tier women's basketball endorsement deals can cost from hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars yearly, the specifics of Clark's Nike deal have not been made public. Since her spectacular debut season in the WNBA and her time as a student at the University of Iowa, her commercial value has grown significantly. Beyond her basketball skills, Clark's charm, social media presence, and capacity to engage with a wide range of fans make her marketable. We asked Caitlin Clark, "Ask me the hard-hitting questions," a few weeks ago in Indianapolis. Her games regularly attract more than 1 million people on television, proving her commercial attractiveness to sponsors and advertisers. Her inaugural WNBA season's performance, which includes setting several league records and guiding the Indiana Fever to the playoffs, has probably raised her endorsement value and opened doors for new collaborations with current sponsors. Clark's combination of in-court performance, media attention, and cultural effect produces the kind of athlete persona that big businesses actively seek out for long-term collaboration prospects, according to sports marketing experts. Nike's investment in women's basketball has grown dramatically in recent years, indicating the company's realization of the sport's expanding appeal and business potential. In addition to expanding its women's basketball shoe and clothing lines, the brand has partnered with a number of well-known WNBA players. Supporting athletes who can initiate cultural dialogues and broaden women's basketball's appeal beyond conventional sports audiences is part of the company's aim. Nike's marketing goals for women's sports are in line with Clark's capacity to attract mainstream media attention and social media participation. Nike's approach to athlete collaborations has always included progressive deal structures that offer more financial terms and business opportunities in exchange for performance and cultural influence. These partnerships can progress from typical endorsement agreements to signature shoe collections and more extensive brand partnerships. The market for women's basketball athletic footwear and gear has expanded significantly, in part due to the rise in popularity of women's sports and the greater prominence of prominent players. Opportunities for increased investment in athlete relationships are created by this expansion. Industry experts speculate that if Clark's Nike collaboration is successful, more money may be invested in women's basketball endorsements. They also wonder if other large companies will seek out high-profile partnerships with outstanding female athletes. Elite players now command deals that would have been unthinkable only a few years ago, and the financial landscape of women's basketball endorsements has drastically changed. This development is a reflection of shifting perceptions on the commercial worth of women's sports and the potential of elite female athletes. Even though WNBA wage structures are getting better, players' earning potential is still restricted by their basketball contracts alone. Therefore, endorsement arrangements offer elite athletes vital chances to secure financial stability and recompense commensurate with their market worth and cultural influence. Athletes like Clark show corporate sponsors that women's basketball is an underappreciated marketing opportunity. With substantial growth potential by creating broadcast viewership, social media participation, and cultural conversation. Even though they are increasing, women's basketball sponsorship chances still fall short of those of great male athletes when compared to other professional sports. Nonetheless, the trajectory points to sustained expansion as sports become more popular and profitable. Legal experts point out that contemporary athlete endorsement contracts frequently contain intricate performance incentives, social media requirements, and chances for further partnerships, all of which have the potential to greatly raise the connection's overall value over time. Basketball legends and current players frequently have relationships that go beyond official mentoring to include networking opportunities, business counsel, and endorsement guidance that can have a big impact on young athletes' career growth and financial success. Players like Clark who are navigating their early professional careers may benefit from Larry Bird's insights into sports marketing and athlete development, which come from his managerial positions with the Indiana Pacers and other commercial endeavors. In order to help sportsmen reach their full potential on and off the court, networks of influence and advice have been established by the custom of former NBA players helping and mentoring current players. These connections frequently result in career management strategies and introductions to business prospects. Given his illustrious playing career and decades of association with the brand, Bird's standing within Nike's basketball community may have an impact on how the firm approaches collaborations with up-and-coming players like Clark. There are concerns regarding how basketball luminaries' unofficial mentoring and advice could affect business choices and whether these connections benefit sportsmen who have access to such knowledgeable counselors. Basketball players now have more sophisticated endorsement arrangements that reward not only performance but also cultural effect, social media involvement, and the capacity to spark discussions with audiences outside of traditional sports. For you to show your Indiana Fever teammate how unique this is. For elite basketball players, signature shoe development can be one of the most lucrative chances, and it is frequently included in modern endorsement agreements. Athletes who can create enduring market interest and cultural significance are necessary for the creation of signature shoes. The athlete profile that marketers look for when developing trademark shoes is created by Clark's playing style, personality, and market appeal. Basketball fanatics are drawn to her shooting prowess and fierce competitiveness, while a wider audience is drawn to her character and narrative. Increased engagement in the sport and cultural changes that have elevated women's athletic fashion and performance footwear as lifestyle categories have contributed to the women's basketball shoe market's notable development potential. Industry observers question if Clark's financial success could spur Nike to spend more in women's basketball signature footwear and whether her prospective signature line could attain the level of commercial success often associated with male athletes. The convergence of women's sports and Indiana basketball culture offers a special chance to capitalize on local pride and basketball heritage to promote the expansion of women's professional basketball. Athletes with ties to Indiana have easy marketing opportunities thanks to the state's basketball legacy. For companies looking to engage with basketball-loving audiences, Bird's legendary standing in Indiana basketball history and Clark's current success representing the state through her undergraduate career and professional accomplishments present captivating storytelling options. Beyond professional sports, Indiana's cultural significance of basketball encompasses strong ties to the community and generational fandom, which can result in substantial financial support for players who embody the state's basketball heritage. For athletes who keep close relationships to their home markets and fan bases, local and regional commercial endorsement arrangements, generating extra revenue sources. Geographical and cultural linkages can improve the efficacy of athlete endorsements and generate genuine storytelling opportunities that connect with target audiences, as demonstrated by the success of Indiana-related basketball marketing initiatives. With platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter becoming essential elements of athlete brand growth and sponsor value creation, social media's position in MDN athlete marketing has completely changed how endorsement deals are organized and assessed. With millions of followers on various social media platforms, Clark has direct access to engaged audiences that are highly valued by businesses for marketing. Her worth to business partners is increased by her capacity to create viral content and spark online discussions. Athlete endorsement evaluation now routinely includes social media impact measurement using engagement rates, reach measures, and conversion tracking, which affects both deal terms and performance rewards. The overall value of these partnerships for both athletes and marketers can be greatly impacted by the precise social media standards and content creation commitments that are frequently included in modern endorsement agreements. Athletes who can successfully use social media to develop personal brands and increase consumer engagement are becoming more attractive to corporate partners looking to establish genuine connections with target audiences, according to sports marketing experts. The development of women's sports marketing is a reflection of broader cultural shifts pertaining to representation, gender equality, and the appreciation of women's sporting accomplishments. I wish you well in the WNBA. I hope your first season is fantastic. Thank you. It will undoubtedly be a significant first step for me. These changes have given female athletes more chances to succeed financially and have an impact on culture. Increased corporate investment in female athletes and the establishment of market rates that more accurately reflect the financial value these athletes give to their partners are both encouraged by the success of high-profile women's sports endorsement deals. In addition to gaining access to untapped marketing prospects with substantial development potential, progressive corporations frequently see partnerships with great female athletes as